Bringing standards back to the game. We're not here to hype up the hottest rappers. We represent good music. If you're good, you're good. If you're whack, you're whack. If you want the real, this is where it's at. Welcome to Real Rap.
It's the real hip hop. The real hip hop.
Back again. We did part one. We gave him Underdog of the Year last year. Breast of Fresh Air. Moneybag Yo from Memphis.
Y'all gave him Underdog of the Year?
Last year's album was great. This year's album,
Yeah, it was lit.
not so much. He was the cause of last year.
Damn, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that.
Yeah, that first album was pretty good. Heartless 1. But we on Heartless 2. He's still heartless.
Clearly.
This is a #1 pick from my guy JC. Out of all the albums this year, this is the album he wanted to do the most.
Yeah, letdown.
So what'd you think of it?
It was a letdown. He went too much commercial on this one for me. Instead of making good songs, he trying to make radio hits. Yeah, but that's my whole MO. He went
I agree.
too commercial on this one.
We both liked him a lot. Pause. On on the first album, we both gave him Underdog of the Year. We thought the first album was a good album. I think we gave it an 8. I'm not sure.
I gave him a 9, man.
Wow.
That motherfucker was excellent.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good too.
What's your home by name?
Timbo.
Hey, salute to you, man. You picked the diamond in, motherfucker. Salute. Man.
So you gave it a 9.
I give it a 9.
I gave it a 7. So that's 16. You get an 8. So that's a good album. It was a good album. And I want to throw his name in the hat for Underdog of the Year.
Oh yeah, I'm second that motion. I'm second it.
But I feel the same way. I thought he got more commercial. He wasn't as hood and wasn't as raw as he was on the first album that he was on this one. I feel like he's kind of reaching, trying to get radio play probably. And I feel like he dropped the ball on this one.
This album,
I never heard of him. Another person I had never heard of. Man, it was alright to me. It was just like, to me, yeah, like y'all heard it last week, it's that present day music. That's what I call it. It was just something that
What do you mean by that?
It just what's in right now. Like the style, the things they talk about, you know what I'm saying? But it got better for me towards the end. It was kind of like the young, what was his name? Yeah, it was like him.
Whatever is that.
It got better it got a little better towards the end. I had never heard of him, so I'm definitely had to go back and listen to that album because this one, it didn't really do it for me. I had some songs I like though.
It was kind of like, because we was big on Dave East for his mixtape.
Oh yeah.
And then the first album he dropped, it was like, shit.
Oh yeah.
And it's the same way we felt about Moneybag.
okay. I agree with some of the stuff he said. I didn't know who it was. Usually, if your name is this ignorant, I'm probably not even gonna give you a chance. I'm just be honest. So coming into this, he did better than my expectations, but barely. I felt like he sounded like just another Memphis rapper trying to be Yo Gotti, but he didn't even do it as good as Black Youngster. To me, it sound lazy. It sounded lazy. It felt like he didn't put too much into it. The production carried him, and I thought since he had really big beats, he had beats with a lot of bass. I felt like he tried to make it he aimed for like a southern classic, like something you see a car coming down the street and you see that bass and it's hitting hard enough to like shake the concrete. You know what I mean? I thought he was aiming for something like that. Like I'm gonna get something for the streets to ride to. So since I got so much bass and they gonna like these beats, I don't really have to say anything. And he melded in the whole album. I thought it was real lazy.
Wow. I feel you on that. I feel like he probably getting money now, so he probably just like fuck it.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah.
With artists, you know what I'm saying? Sophomore albums, it just fall off.
But let's get into the track list. Blackheart.
Didn't like it.
Really?
I didn't either.
I thought that's why, because on the first album, he just went in all the way through.
Yo.
I feel like this song was like that too.
I thought when I heard Blackheart, I thought like, alright, well,
he about to do something.
He can do something.
So I felt like it was gonna set the tone with the album, like all the other songs that we said, and I feel like he did on the first album. So then I'm like, okay, he back. He gonna be the same thing. I mean, he disappointed me as time went on, but I feel like that song he did. Big Facts.
Trash.
I like that one.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I like that.
You thought it was trash?
I felt like he spent half the track saying big fat, big fast, big fat, big fat. I felt like that was
catchy. The hook was catchy though. The hook was catchy.
It was dope. All right.
It's like, you know, some of this stuff though he was trying to make catchy actually was frustrating me throughout the album.
I like the second verse too.
But
Bad Move. Then like he went Hollywood, bro.
Yeah.
He went Hollywood. That's when I was like, oh, okay. Now you trying to do the reach for radio play or whatever. So I didn't like it.
I thought it was decent.
Oh yeah.
What's that? That's a song, Quavo?
Yeah.
It was alright.
Did you know what's funny though?
See, my shit in different order. That one.
It didn't for what I was playing it didn't have Quavo's name on it. So I was like, what the fuck? He sound like the Migos, and then it was like
That's what I'm saying. He went Hollywood. He tried to ride their wave.
Yeah.
Like, that's not how he rapped. That's not.
Yeah, that
that's
was
not
Quavo's song basically.
Fair Babies.
No.
I like the hook. I like the first verse.
Even the telling the situation what happened with him and who the
I thought he should have kept going though. Cause it was kind of like similar to the Corey situation with Dave East. That's NBA Youngboy you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Youngboy. So they had their own album together and they got into it.
Oh, I ain't know that. I wish it would have kept going though. That's what I thought, and I thought it was like kind of similar to the Corey. Still don't know. I thought it was cool. I thought Gotti verse is kind of light though.
Yeah, I felt like Gotti could have helped him out a little bit more.
I ain't like the song. If you heard the first one, this one I thought he reached for radio play on, putting Gotti on, changing how the hook was. I didn't like the song.
Yeah, it was straight to me. But like, again, I had never heard of him, so that song's straight.
I don't get you.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I like this song. It was in one. That man said something about she want to see his purple.
Purple pickle, dog.
I was like,
What the
this
fuck?
motherfucker don't even know it's an eggplant.
Yeah,
That shit tripped me.
I put that shit on my shit too.
I was like, come on, dog.
Bro, I was laughing so hard. I was like, man, these dudes got to go to school.
It threw me off when I was like, wait,
She
what?
want to see a purple pickle. That shit threw me all the way
That's
off.
crazy. I wrote that too.
So I sent back on him. Oh God, it's just
The second verse is trash. I like the hook though,
Yeah,
but it was alright.
It was straight.
Blackfeet. 21.
Nope.
Nah.
21.
y'all gonna give it benefit of the doubt.
I didn't like it. I like the hook though, and I like the I like that for some reason. But I didn't like the song at all though. 21.
That ain't 21.
It sounded like 21 though. When he did the
Oh yeah.
Scars.
I think I liked it. I like this song.
It was alright.
It wasn't him, bro. Like
Oh, sorry.
he
I
was
don't
singing.
know him, so.
He was singing a lot. He's singing a lot now. Like that's not.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got
'cause
He doing the Migo flow. It was
Yeah,
just.
the first he was just ripping. He
He was rapping, dog. Like I'm telling you, like how you felt about Cos is how we felt about like he was rapping. Then he just changed, man. But it was cool. Like the hook was cool, I guess. But Super Fake,
I liked it.
I didn't like it at all.
I thought it was kind of ignorant.
And I felt like he should have had a female singing on it. And I thought it would have made it better, but I didn't like it at all. FWM,
Well, fuck with it. I like it.
I liked it. Thoughts, I like the hook, second verse.
It was alright.
The second verse could have been harder in the hook too. Ask For, I liked it. Like the hook. Break the Internet.
This is where it started to pick back up for me. Because, I mean, granted it was commercial, it was that, but at least these were better because that middle, it was like, it was really frustrating. I was like, yo, are you trying? Do you really care about trying? Like,
so you like Break the Internet?
It was better than some of the songs that came like right before. Like, I mean,
I thought it was alright.
Yeah.
Moneybag Myers.
Didn't like that either.
I thought it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like the first verse. I wish he rapped like he ended the second verse.
Yeah. Yeah.
The whole song. Like, I wish he rapped the way he ended the second verse. The whole song. Walker Holmes.
I like it.
I like
that song.
He spit real shit on there.
Yeah.
And I like the hook. Back Then.
Give him that.
It was alright.
He said something like the girl looked like Tunchi. Like I didn't really understand. I didn't understand. I didn't remember. I didn't get it.
That sounds alright.
I didn't get what he meant by that, bro. I
gotta go back and listen to that.
I felt kind of weird when he said
That's
that.
the Wayne name, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, I told baby. He said, baby, she looked like Tunchi. I said, what? What do you mean?
I gotta go back and listen to that.
I didn't. It threw me off. It threw me off. I don't know how you know how to take that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I told baby I'm getting cash money, she remind me of Tunchi.
Perfect B.
I thought that was kind of funny.
Man, y'all can say whatever y'all want. This is the best song.
Yeah, I like it.
Tell me what man ain't never felt that way. I don't care what nobody say.
It did.
Man, I had like 5. I'm trying to be a Frankenstein when I was younger, dog. Tell me you ain't never want to take something for some of the girls that you did. I like that shit.
Yeah.
That's it. I felt that with my heart.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to do it. I had 5. I swear, boy. Take an ass off one. Mouth. Right.
This CD got you.
I'm just saying, no, that song right there. That's a real song, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, that's it.
The last song, Secret.
It's kind of obvious.
It saved
like
it.
if it was this deep of secrets, why are you saying them at all? But at the same time,
it should have been deeper.
I put content
Yeah.
saved it for me, so.
I like the hook, but I thought like you said, Secrets. I thought it could be deeper than what it was.
But overall, I still didn't mind the song.
What do you think about the album? What did you give it?
I think because of them last 5 songs, or like how he said, what album you say pick up towards the end?
The other one.
The Black Youngster.
Black Youngster. That's kind of what picked up for me. I only gave it a 5, but I swear to God, if them last 5, 6 songs didn't start picking up, I was gonna get a shit a 4. Like he was just mailing it in like, oh, the beat hot. I can say whatever. It's gonna be alright. They're gonna love me. Like, no, you gotta work. If you're gonna do this shit, and this is what you care for, this is the most important thing in your life. Show you give a fuck. He felt like he was just mailing it in. Like, alright, well, the producers did their part. They gonna love it. Like, no, you gotta do yours now. It's just, I don't know.
I gave it a 7. I think it was better than
Damn, bro.
You said it. That's alright, right?
No.
Yeah, but that's
hell
still
no.
good though. It's
Good.
good.
I gave what's called Black Youngster a 6. So this is better than Black Youngster. I gave it a 7. It was alright. So
Rough.
hey, it was alright to me.
Alright. Well.
Yeah.
I gave it a 6.
Give it a 6.
Yeah, I gave it a 6.
I feel the same way Dark Cash did. I felt like it was almost trash, bro. But a couple songs saved it.
Yeah.
So I gave it the same thing. I gave it a 5.
Yeah.
Wow, you gave it a
I
7.
never heard of him. Y'all going off what y'all heard from him.
No, I don't. He does that.
I never heard of him either.
He does that. He goes. He
I
has,
gave Black
he got
Youngster a
that.
6. So I just think this one was better than Black Youngster. So
I thought Black Youngsters was better.
Yeah.
All right. Next album, we'll get into some good music. You can go back to the West Coast. All 3 albums from the West Coast, bro. Might be the best albums on here, bro.
Yeah.
We can go with Nipsey Hussle, Victory Lap. Oh, okay. You like that, huh? Moneybag Yo, TJ might have saved you by giving you that 7. So I might have been done with you.
Yeah.
But that 7 probably put you up a lot. Alright, Nipsey Hussle. Anticipation. He ain't dropped an album about 10 years. He came out 10 years ago. So there's a lot of pressure on his album, on the first album.
Yeah.
What'd you think? You got kind of excited when we announced that's the next one we were gonna do. So what'd you give it? How would you give it? What'd you think?
First of all, I'm gonna nominate this for Album of the Year.
Wow.
I think personally, it's one of the best West Coast albums I don't heard.
Bro, what's up with this West Coast? Is it a good album or not? Is it
I'm not saying it's a good.
She looks good for a black girl.
Bro, I ain't saying it. I'm saying West, like he from the West Coast. It's one of the best West Coast albums I've heard since Game documentary, the first one. How long that been going? How long that been up? That came out in 2004, right?
Yeah,
something like that.
And the one where 50 Cent did like most of the work for him?
Yeah, but figure it out for me, yo. I ride there, I listen to that.
That's woo. That's a lot of weight, you think?
I think as far as the start, I liked maybe about the first 5, 6 straight before anything started to fall off. I think this was one of the strongest albums coming in. And I like the fact that, granted, it was another situation where his features kind of edged him depending on the style, with YG and Kendrick. But overall, he held his own and he did his thing for every one of his songs. I like the fact that he ain't trying no singing. He didn't try nothing commercial. Like, whatever. It's like, you like me or you don't like me. He stuck to his style. He stayed to his flow. He stayed in his lane and he did him. It wasn't really like, I'm not trying to be anybody else. Fuck you if you don't like this album. This me. And for somebody like you said, he came out damn near 10 years ago. He done dropped 4 mixtapes. You would think a lot of times they lose their fire because they done put in their best work on their mixtapes. So when their first album come out, it's like, but nah, I like it a lot.
Cameraman, give me that fucking flame, dog. This ain't that weirdo rap you motherfuckers used to. This shit is legendary. This is the best album I have heard all year. Wow. The best album. Better than Davies, better than Cos. This is the best album I heard all year. I've been on Nipsey for a minute though, you know what I'm saying? He not the best lyricist, but if you want some real shit, real fire, real music, dog. Bruh, Victory Lap this shit is legendary, and I'm not backing up off that shit. This shit is dope. Yeah. I thought Crenshaw was, hey, y'all go ahead and start talking about him with K-Dot and J. Cole and Drake. Yeah. Nipsey Hussle.
Alright, we're going a little too far now.
We're not. Anybody who follow him, anybody who been on this dude, Jay-Z bought 100 of his mixtapes for $100. I'm gonna leave it right there. You listen to Crenshaw, look it up. Legendary, dog.
I don't agree, but I see where he's going.
Legendary.
Like, put it like this. I don't think, and it's a completely out of the sport metaphor, I don't think Winky Wright or Bernard Hopkins were better boxers than Floyd. But if Floyd moved up to that weight class, they would have gave him hell just off of the style that they have. So I understand why you feel as though I wouldn't put him in that category.
Right.
But I feel
he up there, bro.
He up there. Y'all can say whatever. He is up there.
One song on this album. Oh, he up there.
He up there, dog. He right there. He is right there, dog.
Alright, well.
Yeah.
I feel like there's levels to this shit. He's not on that level.
Shit, okay.
He hasn't achieved nothing even close to what they've accomplished, so you can't really put him on the
album. We talking about album.
I'm talking about right.
I was disappointed in this album. Personally.
Disappointed? Hell fuck.
What?
Hell no.
I followed Nipsey when he first came in as a freshman, and he hadn't dropped an album until this one, and I didn't feel like it stayed to the
crazy as hell, dog.
Well, you heard.
First song, Victory Lap.
Oh, he started off banging.
Set the tone for the whole album.
The tone. Started off banging.
Dope.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay. I liked the first verse. I liked the second verse, but I thought it was cool. I like when he said,
that intro.
"Find your purpose, or you wasting air." That was tough.
Yeah.
That was tough.
The beat was everything.
Rap.
He said tone.
Rap in words. I liked it.
Yeah.
Dope. Flow match
It's
track.
too many in words for me though. I hate that.
That's
word
his realness,
passion,
dog.
And I didn't.
And me too.
Like that.
By the way, I do too, but that's just him. That's just him,
And
dog.
I thought the hook was cool. Last time that I checked,
It was a dope commercial song.
I liked
So,
it. I liked the second.
It fit him.
It was a West Coast song.
Yeah, exactly.
And he had
I respect it
on
because
with it.
he ride with his. He ride with his.
Yeah,
And
I think YG helped that out
And
a
like
lot.
you said, like the first couple, that was third straight song that was nice. Like
Yeah.
back to back to back. I like the hook. He had to have YG on this track. Like
Yeah.
it was.
It felt like
West
it was like
Coast,
this is him right here. Yeah.
Um,
He said a lot of good stuff in his verse too. Like I think the way he was just basically saying like, you know, do your own thing, don't worry about like stay independent. and stuff like that.
That's what he been about too.
Yeah, like that, and that's what I think that should be the game plan for a lot of these people coming out. Instead of just diving straight in and just begging the machine to help carry you, like get your own money. Like it just that. I think that was a pretty good.
Talk about entrepreneurship throughout the whole album though.
No, I was talking about YG verse. Was yeah. I think, but this song really put a stamp on the album. I knew it was going somewhere pretty good after that.
Young Nick.
And
Ryan, he
Yeah.
smashed it.
Yeah.
I was scared because I seen Puff Daddy's name. I'm not gonna even lie. I was
Yeah,
scared,
I
but
was
he
like,
didn't rap. So thank God he didn't even do nothing.
I didn't
But
even
he just-
hear him.
He did, you know, a little fill in. He
Oh.
did with Puff Daddy.
Yeah, it wasn't needed, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, he
ad-lib
was.
or
That's
something?
why I was so
All,
happy.
like you said, all up in the video, like it wasn't
Oh,
needed,
okay.
bro.
It was one of them. I guess he just wanted to have that name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's annoying and shit.
And then Puff Daddy fucking with you. Y'all can say what y'all want about him, but he fucking with you. You somebody, dog. I'm sorry.
Or he gonna at least help you become somebody. I'll give him that.
Yeah, like French Montana.
I was going with Rick Ross.
It's a whole bunch of other names you can say. That's what I'm going
Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly, like whoever. Come on, bro.
Time out. Machine Gun Kelly was way better before Diddy got involved.
Well, I don't know, but I'm just saying, if you go over the Bad Boy roster, I wouldn't vouch that. But Diddy is,
I'm saying
he's
him.
an icon.
Yeah, that's what I'm just talking about him.
Dedication,
Dope.
boss shit, bro.
West Coast, another West Coast homage.
And he got
Both on
King.
spit and killed it.
Yeah. He got the best of King on that one.
I like the hook. I like the third verse. The third verse was crazy. Blue Laces 2.
Dope.
I liked it. Hustle and Motivate.
Nomination.
The hook was trash.
Man, no, that video of the year.
For what?
Video of the year.
Oh, video of the year.
That was a pretty dope video. I get it. I mean, it's unrealistic.
That's
but,
almost, but that shit was dope as fuck.
I like the video. I wouldn't say video of the year, but
Commercial video of the year. I'm nominated for the video of the year.
I like the video though.
It was a dope commercial song.
I like the Annie sample, but the hook was trash. I thought it was cool. Status Symbol 3.
It right.
I like the hook. I like the post hook. But I feel like the hook was kind of doing too much. But it was okay. Sucker Proof.
That was nice.
Cool.
I like that one.
Yep, I liked it.
I feel like the hook was trash on that one too. The bridge should have been a hook. And the way the hook at the end, I thought it was okay. Keys to the City 2.
Yeah.
Dope.
I liked it. I liked the hook. Grinding All My Life. I liked it. I thought it was a hit.
Yeah, I like it.
It was a hook. I like the hook too. Million.
Why you young with dreaming?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was
That's
good too.
good.
Dream was trash. I didn't like
It
Dream on
fit.
that.
It fit.
It
He
fit,
fit
but he
that
could
song.
Like
He could have made
the
it
hook and the
better.
bridge was cool, but his verse was
Yeah, he could have did better on his part. But overall, I like the song. Yeah.
He said I can tell you how I did it, but you ain't me. So it don't matter how you do it. If I tell you how to do it, you still can't do it because you ain't me. I like that part.
Yeah.
Loaded Bases.
I like it.
CeeLo killed the hook,
CeeLo
bro.
did his thing. A-Town, bro.
Second verse was Money. I like that. Real Big.
I like the fact that it was basically like 3 songs in one.
This is my favorite one.
They kept switching it up. I thought that was really creative. I didn't too much like Marsha Ambrose.
Me neither, bro.
Yeah,
me neither. I like Marsha Ambrose, bro.
I like
flow.
I did not.
Everything,
It wasn't.
when it comes to her and hip hop, I think every song should be on hip hop.
It wasn't needed. The bridge wasn't needed.
Marsha Ambrose for him is my weekend.
I like Marsha Ambrose.
What?
That's what you just said. You said everything she's on.
No. I didn't say that. I said she fit a lot of hip hop songs to me. I didn't say everything she on, but no, her album's dope too.
Yeah.
I like Marsha, but she wasn't needed.
Yeah, she wasn't needed, but it was still
They
nice.
could have did without her on this one. I feel like she kind of messed up the song.
A little
I
bit.
like it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. Double Up.
It was good.
Dope song.
Yeah.
I didn't like the hook. Don Kennedy was kind of light.
I won't say it was trash. That's what it was saying.
Same thing. Right Hand of God.
Good.
Thought it was okay. I thought the bottom track could have been left off the album.
I felt like the last 2 tracks were basically continuations of Dream Big. Like it just felt like it was like one really long flow to it. Like they just kept kind of switching, but it was basically the same thing.
Oh, like the last 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why. I gave it what I gave it. What So what'd you give it?
I wouldn't necessarily say it was a classic because I mean it was a couple songs like towards the end it was okay, but I definitely try to put it in there with the album of the year for right now, and we probably narrow it down again towards the end of the year, but I gave it an 8. I gave it an 8. I thought it was pretty solid.
Yeah, you can put that in there for album of the year. Most definitely. I gave it a 9. Easily. Gave it a 9. This is a dope album from top to the bottom. Nipsey did his thing. No fall off on your mixtape, homie. I fucks with you.
I called it the West Coast Blueprint. I gave it a classic.
Oh.
I ain't mad at it.
So you like every song on there? Every single song?
Oh, me too. I like every song on the album.
And wasn't that disappointed? Matter of fact, I ain't even skipped through the CD.
Wow. You be skipping through the CDs?
You're supposed to.
You gotta listen to the whole. You gotta listen to the whole album, bro.
Even if you go back and you skip the first time you
The first time you gotta listen to the whole album.
He shuffled it, dog.
Oh, no.
How the fuck you see?
How you judging the album if you didn't listen to
So
it?
he shuffled it from the beginning. You hear that first?
I meant saying I didn't shuffle this. I just took it throughout
man.
in
Alright.
order. But I just skipped a couple songs. They got them Black Panther shit. I mean,
You skipped a couple songs? It was only like, what, 14?
That was the short album we had.
Alright, man.
trash.
Man, I'm with you, dog.
First of all, I don't know, dude. I don't know how he does his albums. I don't know.
I feel like this is.
So it's kind of hard to judge. Like this is a classic and this is trash. Like so you can't really.
There should be a disclaimer over his judging now because now we
Reason
know
why I
he's
said
skipping
it,
songs.
it was just a compliment to the album. I didn't skip. It was a joke.
Man, I got you, dog. I know what you're saying, my dude.
I think it was dead ass serious. Now. Like,
I know what you're saying.
we like some of this shit. I just skipped that shit. Like what?
Alright. Well, he gave it a classic. He gave it a 9. You gave it an 8. I gave it a 7. I thought it was straight. I thought it was alright. I was kind of disappointed because my expectations was higher. But out of the 14 or 16 tracks, 4 of them I thought was alright. So I like 12 out of 16. That's why I thought it was alright. That's why I didn't think it was a classic. Because me personally, when I like a classic, I feel like I can listen to it top to bottom.
Yeah. I can do this.
And I feel like 4 of those songs was alright. So that's why I gave it a 7. Alright, next album. Wow. There's a classic. We're getting this from a source where it's the top 100 hip hop albums of all time. And this album made the list. So we had to listen to it. It's more of probably Dari Cash's speed, very conscious rap, freestyle fellowship. Freestyle Fellowship. That's the name of the album. That's the name of the group. And I was confused as fuck. Majority of the album, but that's the album we doing next. Dari Cash. Spotlight's on you, my friend. The conscious of the conscious. Freestyle Fellowship. Freestyle Fellowship. My brother. What did you think about that?
For me, the first track kind of threw me off. I was like, well, no, I'm not gonna say the first two. The first two kind of threw me off. I was like, where we going with this? But after about the first four, they started to pick up. They did one track called Sunshine Man, around track 5, and from about 5 down to like maybe 13. Granted, 2 of them were like skits or whatever or interludes. That's what it made the most impact. I like the middle of it, and then the last couple they dropped back off. But I like the middle of it. The middle of it was something. That part could be classic. Like if you could take that and add more to that.
Like your version of classic, or his version of classic. I would answer that. Okay. No, we don't know what his version of classic is. AJ, what do you think about it?
Man, it's not a classic album.
Oh wow! We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for the score. Spoiler alert!
No
It's
score.
not a classic.
I'm not giving it no score. It's just, man, this was like poetry or something. It was. I understand why it would be considered a classic from back then, I guess. But it was different, man. There was a lot of poetry.
It was different. All right.
It was like poetry rap, like they were just putting any word together that just they was putting any type of anything.
That was
and it
a lot in
tripped me
their
out.
first
It was
3 or 4
like
songs.
I'm talking about chasing and baking. Like they were just putting any word that sounded like they could just smooth it out, man.
You like what? Like is this?
But they were speaking some good country shit. That, as a matter of fact, some stuff that we still deal with and still listen to today. So it was that part I did like. So when we go through the tracks, I'll let you know which one.
I got JC. I know for a fact this is your favorite album you've ever listened to, bro. I know for a fact. When I was listening to this, I was like, what would JC think?
That's what you was thinking?
Yeah, I was thinking like, what?
No, I want to listen to this coke music, man. This shit trash, man. This old is garbage.
Cult music.
This shit.
Old music?
Did you listen to what they was saying?
He skipped over about at least 5 songs.
He had to.
Nah, I ain't still doing it.
So you thought it was trash?
I'm probably washing dishes while it was going on or some shit.
No.
I ain't listening. I listened to the first song like, this some stupid shit. I don't even. This ain't even again give my
God,
this
this is stupid shit.
This is some
Wow.
stupid shit. I ain't forgetting my boy.
No, I fuck with Moneybagg Yo, but this is some stupid shit.
This was not ignorant shit, by the way.
Yeah.
We're gonna clarify that.
God.
They did have a lot
Not
of
stupid like. No man. I'm not saying stupid like.
I feel like you might want to actually clarify that. No, like don't never mind this.
I just thought their message was off base a little bit.
the message.
It's the best part of the album.
I just thought. To me, they were trying to go to
George Bush don't like black people.
It sounded like a rhyming Muslim goddamn.
God damn, bro. Okay, well, he didn't like it. Let's
Yeah. Cause you about to try to insult everybody all at once.
All right. I like the message. We like the message, and
Yes.
real rap. We all like the message. All 4 of us. And they were all over the place. Like I said, I was confused. That's why I wanted to know Dari Cash's perspective of it, because he's in that lane. I know he is. You know, you might not want to admit it. Let's go into the track list.
Alright.
We are
Freestyle
Fellowship. Black Power. That's how I felt on the first track. My fantasy. I just knew JC was gonna hate this fucking album. This track, I was like, no way. He don't like this album, dog. The words they're saying, they weren't cussing. They said succotash in this album, bro. Like in this track, they said succotash.
That was it, man.
I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? It's like some, who used to say succotash? What's that cartoon used to say that shit?
The Tweety White Shirt.
Yeah, Sylvester.
Yeah.
Sylvester. Yeah, there we go.
I don't think I've ever heard that word in a rap, dog. Like I knew he was gonna hate this shit, but I like they threw shots at Vanilla Ice and Hammer in that song though. That stood out to me in it. The third track, Seven Seal.
I like that.
I like the hook.
Yeah, nice flow.
Let's Start Over. It was a skit.
Yeah, it was good. So I really paid no attention.
Talking about weak MCs though.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like an intro into
Sunshine, man.
Sunshine,
And this is by far the best song on this album, and I think this is where it started to pick up. Sunshine, man, the entire message, if maybe you didn't get it, actually, because I mean, he didn't care. It don't feel like he cared. It applies to today too, with music in general. It's basically like, exactly, you know, all of these guys, they want this money, they want this crazy amount of money, but they don't want to live a crazy lifestyle, and they'll do anything. They'll basically sell their soul and sell out and just do whatever the machine wants, and they'll get on. But once they'll get on, they basically gave up everything that made them then to get there. So now they have nothing to say. And so that whole concept, I mean, that's been hip hop and rap almost since the start, you know, with
I can tell you the reason why I really didn't like this album. I really hate this album. They got a message. That message is good. But tell me KRS-One don't have that same message. And I can listen to KRS-One, but I can't listen to this bullshit.
because they said succotash.
Yeah, we ain't gonna say succotash.
The words they're saying, bro.
Man, that shit was garbage.
But
this is
I'll go to the teacher if I wanna.
No.
I'll go to the teacher, the original teacher, KRS-One, if I want to listen to a goddamn conscience and at least he make it sensible. These fools ain't making.
I feel like on this song they was taking shots.
They were
at the West Coast.
They were taking shots at a lot of
Sunshine. That has something to do with it too. The Sunshine State or whatever. And
well, Sunshine State is Florida, but yeah. Sorry, correct you.
But you
I didn't do that.
But I feel like it was the East Coast West Coast beef. I feel like the start of it, like they were taking shots at them through the whole song. I thought.
The heart of all whackness lies rooted out west, right smack dab inside my civilization. The hunt for an MC brings investigation. What I mean is basically there's no one who comes off correct and stands in the sun of cow.
Physical Form.
Yeah, I like that.
I like the hook, but I couldn't really. I couldn't really grasp it though. Like
they be all over the place.
I didn't really.
I wanted to like it. That was my thing. I wanted to like it.
I felt like it was metaphorical on a lot of this stuff, and they didn't spell a lot of it out. Even though one song coming up, I can't remember exactly what song it was. They actually spelled out like almost a whole sentence. It's like, we are not ordinary rap niggas.
That's not the same one.
It's not the same one, but it's coming up. One of them I couldn't remember, but the fact that, you know, they sat there and spelled letter by letter on that one song, it just, you know what I mean, a lot of their messages, like, it was kind of like something where it was simple to get, but you have to understand what they're trying to explain to get it, if that makes any sense. It was a lot metaphorically, and I like that. I mean, they used their mind for the album. It wasn't just like, you know, punchlines. It was like actually like I'm teaching, or like he would say.
What was their form of teaching? Like I didn't grasp this song. The 120 seconds, I thought that was over my head. I didn't get what they were trying to do. They
like a person who in jail that converts the Nation of Islam and they want to start preaching shit. That's how this album came to me. You don't have some Jones or had a jail person come out of jail with a kufi on. Now they think they got down Elijah Muhammad. Man, shut the fuck up, man. I don't want to hear it, man.
God damn.
We don't want to hear that smart shit, man.
We don't want to be enlightened.
Not about no stupid motherfucker.
Wow. We will not tolerate.
Okay.
I liked it.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about. We are not your
ordinary rap N-words, but yeah.
I wish it was longer, but I liked it.
Yeah. It's on. That was a skit.
Dedications.
I skipped all skits. I'm not going to invite.
I like the beat, and it was an actual dedication to people. It's on. All he said on it was it was a phone call saying it's on, pretty much. That's what it was. And then the next song was Psych. And it was a real psych. Like they were the beat came on.
Yeah,
that's psych.
Like it was a really good song.
That was funny to me.
Now they knew that they were gonna have one album. They was gonna do whatever the fuck they wanted on this one album. They knew it.
It's a classic. No. Alright, 5 O'Clock Follies.
That was like a really good song.
It was more like a spoken word.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
until he hits the drum. When he hit the drum, them dudes started spitting though.
Yeah, it was cool though.
And the whole message behind it, like, you know, basically like we as black people shouldn't just give in to the government or you know, just because whites are in power or everything, that doesn't mean that we, you know, it's supposed to be that way or anything like that. Like, you know, we're not here to just bow down and lay down for anybody. Like, we should unite, and you know what I mean. Like that whole message, I like 5 O'Clock Follies. That was alright.
Legal Alien.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's a great concept.
Yeah.
This for me was the second best song after
Sunshine Man.
Sunshine Man. I give it.
I think me too. Or maybe vice versa. I think Legal Alien was mine and then Sunshine Man. But this was happening in America today. And how they view us, view African Americans.
And they spit real shit on it.
Mm-hmm.
With a message.
It's cool to have a message. It's cool.
I feel like the whole album should have been like this song.
Mm-hmm.
If the whole album would have been like this song, AC probably would have loved it. And you would have made it a classic. They wouldn't have been all over the place.
Man, you have dimes around trash. You just gotta goddamn. You gotta search through the trash to get to the dimes.
That's how they get dimes.
Yeah.
They search through the dirt.
You did.
I said trash.
I know you find down the trash. What you mean, like?
I'm not saying. Yo,
I need to come check the trash can in your hood.
What dimes? Alright, Convolutions. They was scatting.
Yeah, that's kind of where it fell off for me.
That's another, they're all over the place. Jupiter's Journey was over my head.
Yeah.
For No Reason.
That was good.
I liked it.
Yeah, I like that one.
They talking about senseless killings. Still going to this day. Here I Am. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
The hook. Each of their verses was different. I like that. The second verse when they was talking about Allah to the devil.
Yeah.
I like that.
You like that?
Allah Rakba.
Because the word cool don't mean right, man.
Well, yeah, nah. For Here I Am, no, I like that in a sense of that's when they was talking. That's when they was talking more about, like, you know, the government and stuff like that. I felt like they was saying, you know, it's still kind of the message we need today, you know, where it's like blacks should unite. We should rise and come together and help each other get into more, like, you know, power within the situation, because it's like just because whites are in charge of most situations, that doesn't mean that it's supposed to be that way. I thought it was a good message. They talked about a lot of different things on that one.
The future, not the future that you like. It's just the title of the song. We would never fall the fuck off. We promise. I thought that was dope.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I wanted to freestyle. I want to be a part of the group. You feel that way? Did you want to be a part of the group?
Well, grab your kufi.
I got a kufi, bro. Ibn Amin, that's my name.
Go get your wood necklace
I got one of them too, man.
Go find them bros on the corner.
Hey man, let's break this down, bro.
Wow.
He had a problem with them, with this. He had a problem with Wakanda Forever. Bro, you got a problem with black people? What's up, bro? What's up, man?
He said slavery. I mean,
Conscious black.
Conscious black people.
Yeah,
You gotta get it right.
You gotta talk about that gang shit.
No, if you
Gang.
Sipping this lean.
Gang.
Nipsey didn't talk about gang shit. I like Nipsey.
Yeah, he did.
One of the songs was called Blue Rag 2 or something like that. Like what?
Blue Laces.
Blue Laces. I mean, same thing.
Yeah, he talked about
You knew what that was.
Nah,
Okay, so when he did the video with YG, and he was in all blue.
No,
Come on,
he
man.
is in the gang, bro.
What you
man,
do that shit?
man, no, you a crook, man.
But his Mozzie,
Cause
you shouted out all the gang shit, bro. Gang. If it ain't no gang,
he ain't fucking.
you ain't fucking with it, cuz. Blood, I don't know. What's it, cuz? Blood, what you want me?
I don't know, I just ain't dealing with no.
When'd you get an album, bro? Wow.
Gave it to.
Oh!
I felt some disrespect coming. Let me just sip this water right here.
On conscious music?
They had 2 messages.
That's the only. And they got 1 point each. You couldn't even get like a whole, like, I'm gonna just give it a 4. Like, nope.
A 2.
I'm
Bro.
good.
Damn.
You didn't like the albums as much, huh?
2, 3, or 4, dog.
Bro, I think out of the, we did 6 albums. He gave Nipsey a classic, which is a 10.
Yeah.
I don't think the 5 other albums equaled up to 10, bro.
That's good. He had all his.
Good.
Nah, because he gave what's called a 7.
Who? I gave Moneybag and Black Youngster 2 6s.
Oh, yeah.
I gave Wakanda Forever a fucking 3 trash ass.
So he couldn't get the 20 in. Is that what you're saying? Like he did 6 albums and couldn't get 20 points. Holy shit.
The 2 games equal 1 and 3 conscious albums. This shit crazy, man.
Black Youngster got a 6, bro. Alright, what'd you give Freestyle Fellowship?
I gave it a 7, man. The content of the album was good because it's a lot of stuff in the album that's happening and we're dealing with today. So I love that. It was still, like I said, it was like poetry. It was all over the place. They were just rhyming words together, but
They making
overall,
my
though,
point.
huh?
Y'all making my point when y'all keep saying it's all over the
But
place.
you're not
You
talking
missing
about
the message, bro.
I was just about to say you missing the message of it.
Yeah.
You
You're
can't have
talking
a
about
cut back when it's all over the place. That's my whole point
You had
about
to
it.
get into it. You had to,
Alright.
you gotta listen to the album.
I ain't for argue with the brotherhood.
Bro, you can't just listen to what that mean? What that mean, the brotherhood? You people.
He just said he like black people though.
You got one black friend.
I ain't finna argue with the brotherhood. I ain't finna argue with the nation. They right. Y'all got it.
Get it down.
You just gave it a 7.
far.
You gave it a 7.
So I'm not
You gave it a 2.
I'm gonna have to agree with him on the 7. I thought it had great messages. I liked, you know, once they really got started with Sunshine Man, they really got it going. I kind of liked the middle of the album. I felt like they let off the gas a little bit towards the end. It was like maybe 2 out of the last 4 I wasn't really into, and it started off kind of slow. Them first 4 for me was like, I don't know where this is going. I hope this gets a little bit better, and it picked up. But the first 4 was. It's a little out there, to say the least. Overall, though, yeah, no, I thought it wasn't a classic, but it held its own to a degree. I gave it a 7.
I agree, but I gave it a 6. I don't really feel like they really had any like really hit songs. Like out of 18 tracks, bro, like
No hit song.
a lot of them was like you said all over the place, but it wasn't a 2 because the message was stronger than a 2.
Way stronger.
And then like the skits they had,
Okay,
they were like
John.
real short.
So they,
What is that?
He called you some brother. I don't know what brother it was.
Soul Brother another 5.
Yeah.
I gave it a 6.
He said they ain't had nothing like Buddha in there. You know, you
Buddha.
gotta roll about 3 or 4 of them O's. Buddha.
You don't like the message of the little midget
Message.
man. Little midget man with $1.
There's no
Can't
name.
argue with the brotherhood.
Yeah.
Can't argue with the nation.
And Black Panther.
Kind of fell.
Bro, you can't come to Wakanda, bro. Alright.
You're not welcome.
You're not welcome to Wakanda. Bro, go like this.
Spoiler alert, ain't no more Wakanda. Thanos tore it up. Power to the people.
That's it for real rap. I'm bad.
JC, power to the people.
TJ.
Derek Cash.
And that's real rap.